Listen, there's a harsh reality you need to face. She moved on. And the sooner you accept that, the better. But not just accept it, understand it, embrace it, and ultimately transcend it. Because what's the alternative? Sitting in the wreckage of the past, paralyzed by regret, chained to a narrative that no longer serves you? That's not just pathetic, it's self-inflicted suffering. And you, of all people, should refuse to be a willing participant in your own destruction. Now let's dissect this rationally, because if you think about it, the fact that she moved on is not the problem. Your attachment to the past is. You're stuck in a loop of what ifs and if onlys, as if replaying the events in your head will somehow alter reality. But reality is cold and different and unmoved by your emotional turmoil. The world doesn't pause because your heart is broken. It moves forward, and so should you. The illusion of control. Most of your suffering isn't from the breakup itself. It's from the false belief that you were ever in control. You weren't. You never were. She had the freedom to leave just as you had the freedom to move on. The Stoics teach us that we suffer most when we demand that life conform to our expectations. But life doesn't bend to your will. It moves according to forces far beyond your control. And the more you resist, the more you suffer. Epictetus said it best, some things are up to us and some things are not. What's up to you? Your thoughts, your actions, your ability to build yourself into something stronger. What's not up to you? The emotions, decisions, and actions of others. You could have done everything right, and she still could have walked away. And that's her prerogative, just as it's yours to refuse to let it define you. The tragedy of the modern man. Here's the deeper issue. Too many men today derive their identity from relationships. They convince themselves that without her, they are nothing. That's dangerous. Because when you place your worth in the hands of another, you give them the power to destroy you. You become fragile, dependent, and easily broken. And fragility is the antithesis of masculinity. Real strength, the kind that commands respect, is indifference to external validation. You don't need her to see your value. You need to see it yourself. You don't need her to believe in you. You need to believe in yourself. The moment you grasp this, you liberate yourself from the emotional tyranny of loss. Reframe the pain. The pain you feel, it's not a punishment, it's an invitation. An invitation to evolve, to become something greater than you were. Every hardship, every heartbreak, every betrayal is a test. And the test is simple. Will you let this break you? Or most men fail these tests. They retreat into bitterness. They become jaded, resentful, closed off to the world. But the superior man, the man who refuses to be a victim, sees pain as fuel. He takes the energy of loss and redirects it into self-improvement, into mastery, into a life so full that no single person's departure could ever shake it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This is the path. Not chasing, not lamenting, not seeking revenge, but mastering yourself. What now? She moved on. Good. Let her. That chapter of your life is closed, and trying to reopen it will only keep you stuck in a story that's no longer yours to tell. The only question that matters now is, what are you going to do with this? You could sit around, rereading old messages, staring at pictures, drowning in nostalgia. Or you could rise. You could build a body that commands respect, a mind that cannot be shaken, and a life so full, so rich, that no loss could ever define you. This is your call to arms, not to fight against her or against fate, but against your own weakness, against the part of you that wants to wallow in self-pity. That part needs to die, and in its place, something stronger must be born. She moved on, and so should you, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary, because anything else is beneath you.